Hello everyone, Lego Fan 14 here with a quick new video update talking about Disney's newest release on Disney Plus, Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers. Now, I'm pretty excited about this one. I want to talk spoilers, but I know a lot of you haven't seen it, so I'm going to do one video with spoilers and one without. Okay, Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers. Okay. It's gonna be a bit hard to talk about this one, or at least for this video, because it's not that there's nothing interesting about this one to talk about, but there's so much stuff to talk about that it's hard to do in a non-spoiler review. Like, I'm gonna do a spoiler review, but that's gonna be later. Okay, I want to do a spoiler-free review for those who haven't seen the movie to sort of help you out, knowing if I recommend it or not. And then I'm gonna do a spoiler review. I'm gonna try to upload both at the same time, so you can choose which one you want to watch. But today I'm going to do a non-spoiler review. So what do I think about the movie? It's awesome. Like, it's such a shockingly amazing movie. I highly recommend it. It's kind of like Who Framed Roger Rabbit, but more modern. And again, try to not give out spoilers. If you've seen the trailer, you know what it's about. But if you haven't, here's a quick refreshing about what this was about. Basically about Chip 'n Dale after their classic 1980s show, Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers, ends. What did they do after that? Well, they basically distanced themselves from each other. Chip starts selling insurance, and Dale is now a retired Hollywood superstar trying to relive his glory days. Until they both get together, learning that one of their friends from the old show, Monterey Jack, is kidnapped. And so they gotta team up again to become the Rescue Rangers to find their missing friend and discover a bigger scheme. Now, this movie is full of surprises. If you've seen the trailer, in trailers, the second one, it's an impressive amount of reference, even to non-Disney stuff. Like, I'm not gonna point out some specifically, okay? I'm not gonna point out anything specific. All I'm gonna say is that this movie is insane. And you don't know how I want to see this one in theaters, but sadly, it's a Disney Plus exclusive. I see why. Again, don't want to use spoilers, but it's kind of dark. Like, not dark it's inappropriate dark that, oh my gosh, how did this happen? But no, it's darker than what Disney usually does. Like, Disney has always been very how can I say this, cautious, I guess, about what they allow their characters to get into. Like, you see Warner Bros. What they allow their characters to do with I don't know, so like Adult Swim, Space Jam: A New Legacy, Learning with Pibby, a bunch of other stuff like that. Also, the Lego Movie and stuff like that just proves that Warner has usually been the one to go to when it comes to massive crossovers or stuff like Ready Player One. I guess I mentioned Space Jam: A New Legacy, the Lego movies with multiple Warner Bros. Characters, non-Warner characters, and slight nods to characters that aren't even Warner's. But here, Disney went all out. Like, in the trailer, you'll find just a couple of references to non-Disney characters, but watching the movie, you'll be shocked at how many references. There's one specifically. When it happens around the first 20 after the first 20 minutes of the movie. I'm pretty sure you've seen it through the internet. It became basically viral, but if you haven't seen it, watch the movie now. Legally on Disney Plus, but watch it now, and you're gonna be shocked. Like, I was shocked when I saw what I saw. It wasn't bad, but it was shocking. Okay, I wanted you to see this movie. This movie, I give it a 10 out of 10. I absolutely loved this movie. I'm a sucker for these kinds of live action animation hybrids already. I actually have seen others that people kind of dislike, not just Space Jam: A New Legacy, the original Space Jam stuff like Looney Tunes Back in Action, that Rocky and Bullwinkle action movie, and even the Alvin and the Chipmunks movies. I never saw them in theaters, but I actually saw them. I actually plan on rewatching them to see if they're actually as horrible as people say they are. I remember I watched those and never really hated them, but I kind of like them. They were like something that's passed, came and went. Not really something I remember that fondly. Something I remember not hating, but not really loving. But again, Chip 'n Dale. It's also one that doesn't require you to watch the full show. Like, yeah, it has references for those who did watch Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers growing up. Like, since I renewed my Disney Plus subscription to see this movie, I had to check out one episode of Rescue Rangers, and I definitely liked it. I'm definitely gonna start watching a couple more episodes. But my point is, the movie doesn't require you to see the show. It's one that references the show in multiple occasions, of course, is a Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers sequel, but my point is that it doesn't require you to see the whole thing. Like, it doesn't need for you to know absolutely everything about Rescue Rangers. It just needs you to know who Chip and Dale are, the basic sort of understanding what the show was, and then everything else is a massive crossover. I watched the movie with my mom, and I asked her what she thought. She just said it was a bit messy, but not in a bad way. I'll be honest, it kind of felt like a mess here and there. Like, it did so much stuff in so little time. The movie's surprisingly short, only 1 hour 3 minutes long. Which, yeah, I would really like if the movie was longer. Space Jam and New Legacy was like 2 hours long, which I heard people complain about that. Actually, was glad it did that because I didn't feel like it went too quickly. And yeah, I would love to see it in theaters. If I was part of the test audience, I would see it in theaters, but yeah, I didn't. So overall, I highly recommend Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. If you haven't seen it, go watch it right now on Disney Plus. Please do it legally, and please don't pirate or bootleg this movie. Please don't do that. I know it's a lot more convenient for a lot of us, but it affects the production team, the people who worked on it. So please go watch on Disney Plus. Maybe you want to use a whole free trial for a day, I think. And overall, I absolutely loved this movie. As a fan of these kinds of live action animation hybrids, this was probably the best one I've seen yet. And overall, thanks for watching this video. Please let me know in the comments what you think about Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. Are you going to watch it? Have you already seen it? Let's keep the comment section spoiler free, please. And that's it for the video. Thanks for watching.